Hello, my name is JD262 and welcome to another Let's Play. Fun fact about myself, I always have a cup of tea when I'm recording, so let's start the very first one of this Let's Play. And yes, we'll tell you what game it is in a minute, even though you can probably tell by reading the title, but we'll wait until the reveal of the game. This game saves data automatically to the HUD at certain points. Do not switch off the power when this icon is displayed. Right, yes, I have played the other games in this series, so if you want to go and check them out, you can. I've done Let's Plays of them. I always like to listen to all the lore in video games, so expect me to listen to all the lore in this. I'll be trying to do 100%, depending on some of the things I'm going to be getting. Inspired by historical events and characters, this work of fiction was designed, developed, and produced by a multicultural team of various religious faiths and beliefs. I love that part. Yeah, I might do 100%, depends on what little bits we can get. But we'll decide as we go along. Ubisoft. And if I name anything, don't be alarmed, it's just something I call my channel lore. Assassin's Creed 3. And that's the game we're going to be playing. I have played number 1, number 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, and I will be playing the rest of them, but now we're going to play Assassin's Creed 3. We'll get straight into it. If you want to learn anything about this game, you can check out the description below. There we go, just connected to Uplay, get all the downloads. I've got loads of the downloadable content, so we'll be playing that. We will be playing the multiplayer, but that'll be on a different video series later in the future. And I mentioned about my things I call, when I give names to little things, I call that my channel lore. It's just like this extra little detail to the game that I like to add. But like I said, we're going to get straight into it, so let's start a new save game. Let's call this one JD262, and away we go.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up, or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
And that's what happened on our last adventures. I love the opening title as well. His name is Desmond Miles, and he's brought us to the end. And here we all are. This is the team. This is Desmond Miles on your... Start from the left and work our way around. We've got Desmond Miles, we've got Sean Hastings driving, we've got Rebecca Crane, and then we've got William Miles, my puppy, who is over there, who we don't really know much about. He was only introduced in the last game. And there's Rebecca Crane, hi! Yeah, this is a very well concealed loading screen here. But yeah, absolutely fantastic series. Not the best game, this is probably my least played, possibly my least favourite as well. I've not played anything past this, if I'm honest, because I've been so caught up with loads of stuff. And it's actually quite ironic, because we're not going to be playing with Ezio anymore. Ezio's storyline is finished, which is ironic, because I've just started learning Italian. Il capisco un po' l'italiano. I speak a little Italian. We'll just wait for this loading screen to load up, and then we'll begin.
We're here.
This is the stuff I love in Assassin's Creed. This modern day stuff. It's the best. If you remember, we tried to find the grand temples of the first civilization. Those who came before.
Let's go.
And that's what led us here in our last adventures. Okay, so this is the stuff I love. I will say this is not a spoiler because it was said in the previews for the game, but this is the last time we see Desmond Miles. Well, it concludes Desmond's story, shall we say. And I'll talk about that when we get to that point. And look at this. Graffiti. We must be getting close.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Oh my god, I love it. Right, so yeah, we've come down trying to find the temples. We're going to try and stop a catastrophe. It's going to be before the end, that date that they gave in the title. In the opening sequence. And I'm not sure if this is a loading screen. I think it is. It was. And here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, let me be the first to welcome you to Le Grand Temple. Guys, where do I go?
I think we're here.
Oh, I see, it's like a bunker, it's like a vault, so we're going inside, I get it. Oh dear! This bit reminds me of that scene from The Day After Tomorrow. Oh, I lost my light. That's unfortunate. Alright, you guys okay up there? I'll go alone then. Right, I probably can walk faster. I can. Okay, so let's try this again. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the Grand Vault Temple. Hello, IT department. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir.
The bleeding effect.
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that. It seems like it might be too difficult. When they made this game, they actually rebuilt the whole game from the ground up, so they actually did the engine again, which I think was a mistake, but we'll talk about that later on. For starters, the free running is different. You don't have to hold down X.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Okay, I can do that. I guess I'll just keep going. Yeah, you used to have to hold down X, now you don't, which is easier, I suppose. But I just think it makes it more difficult for me, because I used to be all clever and stuff with pressing the X to do a jump from wall effect thingy. I forget what it's called, but well, we'll see. We'll see how well it is. But obviously a new engine usually means more bugs, which is the case. But like I said, we'll talk about it as we progress. Oh dear, where am I going?
Free run your way through this little obstacle course.
Will do. And as you can probably tell, between William and Desmond, there is a little bit of father-son, what's the word? Tension between the two? Ooh, was I supposed to go that way? I hope so. Yeah, because of
That's
events.
a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
What Templars are these? What age are you from? He's got a pistol, which is not good. I have kept blood on. I apologise if you don't like it, but this game is a what? This game is 18, so if you're not 18, then, you know. I pressed it! Excuse me, sir. Can I borrow your gun?
All you
Rifle
have
inspection!
to do here is jump the gap.
I can do that. That's easy enough. Did I do it? By the way, I do keep pressing the X button as well. I'm so used to it. That's another problem with having new controls. You get used to one and then you have to do a different one. Okay, let's do this then. See, I did it again. I think that happened. Yeah, it did, see? I'll hopefully get used to it. Oh, it's a rooftop, look. But where are we? Okie dokie, looks like there's something down here. Sequence 1, refresher course.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Good. Let's go find out then. So we must be our main character of the game. Don't know his name yet. Don't know who he is. But let's keep on going. I will say this game has a very big twist sort of somewhere before halfway, but quite the way into the game, so prepare yourself for that.
Sir, everything all right, sir?
Yes.
Fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
English accents. Are we in England? Yeah, there is a twist. I know what the twist is. I'm obviously not going to spoil it because I think it's a big, big twist, and we'll find out later on. Anyway, let's go and see the opera, which it just said. Ah, the opera. Lovely singing in Italian. Non nobis domine, non nobis. A deadly performance. And start mission. Well, it's taken a while, I suppose, isn't it?
Invitation, please.
Theatre Royale, Covent Garden.
Shall I take your coat, sir?
1754. Sequence 1. And here we are, I guess. System message, new email received. I'm guessing that's outside of the Animus.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Okay, well, let's go do that. But before I do that, I want to stop the game just so I can refresh my recording. And there we go then. Oh, great then. So into the Opera House we go. Find a seat. And of course, what was it? 1754, was it? Oh, those Animus databases, we'll do them later. I'll talk about them when we get a chance. Gentlemen. Yes. But 1754, that was pre...
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
That was the colonization of America, was it not? This one?
My apologies.
Oh, do forgive me. I do like this chap. Good old Englishman. I like him already.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Ooh, press L3 to trigger Eagle Vision or Tommy Vision, as we'll talk about later on. L3 is left, that one. It's not over till the fat lady sings. Right, look at the gold target. There he is.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. We'll need to find another way up.
Sir, Black Mall has sent word of
I already have.
in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may say...
Cool. Find a secluded area to climb. Off we go then, I guess. Let's go and get our target.
1,000 pardons. My apologies. So sorry.
Push that man down. Reginald Birch. Yeah, those things there, we're reading something called pointing. That'll probably be in episode 3. Or maybe a bit more, I'm not sure, we'll see. Basically, it's a specific episode where I read off the database entries and do some pointless stuff, which we'll talk about obviously later on, once they get revealed to us. But for now, we're going to sneak past these opera boxes. Oh my lord. Get a room, you crazy kids. Oh my god. Oh, he's getting very frisky. What? I thought that's what you wanted. Again, it's the Italian. Why can't I? What? Ah, we're going up. Oh, I see. Yeah, I keep going back to the Italian. That guy's in full relaxation mode. Good day to you, gentlemen and ladies. Plural. One. Sorry if you're listening to the opera. And here we go. Find a way backstage. So, pick lock. What's this? Is Skyrim? Okay, hold the L to rotate L to locate, and hold on the tension angle. I always forget about this. Aha. Then rotate the lock. Okay, press R1 repeatedly to break the lock. There we go. Lock picking 100. Alright, we're above the stage. Easy. Oh! Good lord. That was scary. The sun has not got his hat on today. Dutch courage. That is whiskey or scotch or something. Alcoholic beverage. I don't do alcohol. I only do tea, speaking of which. Right, carry on then. Oh, no, 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 no!
Jeremy's really burning the woods tonight. He's a marvel.
Marvel? I think he's more of a DC if you ask me. Alright, so it looks like we're on the other side now then. And I think his box was right next to the window, so he should be right in this door. How do we get through?
Certainty gives a man a good...
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
Good night, sir. Sleep tight. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's actually a bit of history about him in the Assassin's Creed book. I'll talk about it when I get a chance. Shh, boy. I think it's called Assassin's Creed Forsaken. Basically, I think he's the one that raised me after my father was killed. Which obviously you don't find out about in this game, but you do later on. But yes, but obviously we've killed him. But why have we killed him? Maybe you should buy the book and find out. Oh, it's like a statue of Mara from Assassin's Creed. Skyrim, sorry. Uh-oh.
Come on, please.
Should I flee or will that just draw attention to myself? I think it'll probably draw attention to myself. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, I saw him do it.
I beg your pardon. Did you notice anyone suspicious coming down that road?
Okay, do this to get past people. Oh, quickly, quickly, quickly. Oh, this way out. Okay, how do I do this? Do I just go sit back in my seat or what? I've just assassinated my target. Oh, we got a distance away, though, haven't we? Excuse me, sir. Can I get through here? Thank you. Just going to sidestep you. Oh, I'm winded. Oh, did someone push that lady over? Wow. It's a nasty little git. Why are they searching all these people and not me? Like, what? I don't understand. Like, why are they just picking random people? Like, he's nowhere near where it happened.
I'll search along here. You search down there. Very well. If you find anyone, give a shout.
Oh dear, everyone's trying to get out. Be one with the crowd. Oh, you git. Stop pushing. It's a very British escape, isn't it? Very calm and collected, you know. No, like, epic chase scene. Just quickly walk out briskly. A gentleman does not run.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
I think he's actually quite important as well.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
But I think they tell you that in this game. I'm not sure. Oh my god, look at that! It's the symbology there! It's the snake eating its own tail. That's got so much...
Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge, perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Thank you. Sequence 1, a deadly performance, is all done. Great. Mission complete, 100% successful. Great. We're going to finish this episode in about 3 minutes or so. Full synchronization. Great. And then we're going to America. Fun fact about America as well. If I'm not mistaken, it was named after a certain character called Amerigo Vespucci, who I believe didn't discover it. That was obviously Christopher Columbus and stuff like that. But, well, technically the Vikings or whatever, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I think it was named after Amerigo Vespucci. And fun fact, his sister was actually the beloved of, the first beloved of Ezio Auditore. In terms of the in-game lore. I love it. I love lore. No, I did hear a bell and then nothing, so... Atlantic Ocean, Day 2. I love it!
Some fresh air might do me good.
Oh my god, it's great. Yeah, I was saying about the Assassin's Creed Forsaken earlier, the book. Basically, it's about this guy here. It's about before this game, and everything up to the end of this game. Okay, then, so the Providence. This is obviously the ship we're on. Oh, goes the painting, sir. Yeah, there is like ship combat in this game and stuff like that. You get your own ship later on in the game. Basically, it's amazing. Some people don't like it. I've spoke to. They said that they just think this game's like a ship simulator. Oh no, that was Black Flag. That was the one after this game, but same sort of thing in this game, I suppose. But no, I really enjoy it. Now there are 2 things on the map that you like little listening things, which are very similar to the first one. Hello, sir. Reading his book, sync standing up. Yeah, obviously we were in the first game. We have to those missions where we have to eavesdrop on people. I wonder if this is the same sort of thing. The only question is, are they upstairs or are they downstairs? That guy's asleep. It won't bother him. Let's listen to him. Hello there, sir. How goes your reading?
Have a moment to talk?
Ah, a fellow Londoner. Good to see I'm not the only man of means aboard. Rupert Martin, pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway. Pleasure.
Seems we picked an excellent time to leave the city.
Oh?
You didn't hear about the murder at the Opera House?
No. What happened?
They're still trying to sort it all out. And I suspect they'll be at it for a good long while.
Any word on the motive?
They've ruled out robbery, so perhaps it was a business arrangement gone sour. Or something more personal. More lurid. Who knows? But I am glad to be away from it. The city grows more dangerous by the day.
No, how absurd. I don't believe it. Cool, but that is it for the first episode of Assassin's Creed 3. If you want to find out what happens on the next adventure, please go on to the next episode, where we're probably going to go on the deck of the ship and hopefully arrive at the Americas. See you next time.